Morning, everyone. Decided to. It's about 6 in the morning. Wanted to let you know about the symptoms of our transition right now. Um, it feels like the digestive system underwent some changes. A lot of clients are writing to me about they would like to eat. A lot of times they would look into the fridge, but it's like they would either take a bite of everything they have in the fridge, or they just would close it and feel like nothing tastes sounds good, nothing looks good. Or they would try to eat something and then they would realize that the taste they used to love they don't like anymore. um, I noticed they even reported that some, their kids say that, Mom, this thing used to taste this, or I used to like the taste, but now I don't. So our tastes are changing, so portions are changing, how much we can consume is drastically changed. Now people no longer can have this big portion, and from what I hear, from what is happening with me and people I know, we can only eat a little, like a spoon or two, or we can eat more one part of the day, but not as much the other part, because when you eat a little, you feel like full real fast, and you feel like as if you ate a lot, but you really only took 2 spoons for the taste, and that's how it's gonna be in the future. We won't need to eat, but we would only eat just to experience the taste, the flavor, right, of the food. So digestive system and all the systems related to digestion is really just like acting up or changing or being changed. It depends. It's happening to everybody at a different pace. So regarding the emotional and what you feel, most people feel like they don't want to be touched, they don't want to be touched by anybody, they want to be on their own, they want to self-reflect a lot. Plus the situations from the past are coming back in for the final goodbyes. Happened to me actually the other day when in the park we saw, actually my kids noticed a woman. She was holding one of the wildlife geese under her armpit, really squeezing the poor bird. And we approached her, and my husband did too. And she actually, the bird started pooping almost on her feet because it was in distress, and she let it go. I know she pretended she didn't speak English, but her anyway. Yesterday the situation repeated when I saw the same woman. She is apparently a grandma, I think, and with her daughter, was her old daughter, her daughter was probably my age. And I was watching them, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, and I saw she was trying to grab another bird. Not the old woman, but her daughter, apparently. But then I started walking towards, I was going to take a walk around the lake. That's all I was doing. And thinking, like, if they drive away, I should take their license plate and report on them. There's non-emergency services, there's wildlife protection services here in Florida. And she saw me kind of walking towards them and literally grabbed her phone and started stalking me with her phone at my face. You're scaring me, you're scaring my mom, and all these things. She was trying basically to scare me and to chase me away, which didn't work out, but I still decided to walk away. I could have called police and all this, but I just decided not to get into it because it's just not worth it, because the situations like this, I've been a lot in Chicago when I would stop the boy with a big stick hitting the butterflies, hitting them dead, in the playground, and it would hurt my children because my children are very sensitive towards anything that is alive. And then, then we adopted a cat from the streets, we're this kind of people who cannot just walk away from somebody letting the dog chase a bird or a squirrel until the dog catches that poor thing. So, but these are the types of situations that are gonna be coming up in your current it's like the last cycle of the dark age where you lived through for this many years, and it's like saying final goodbyes to the situation. To say final goodbyes to the situations, they need to come up in your life again. So don't be surprised if something that is happening to you these days is like looks familiar, right? Also, sleep patterns are crazy. All the people, all my clients from all around the world tell me the same. Nights are a struggle. I cannot sleep. It's either I sleep like a log or I cannot sleep at all, or I wake up at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, or I wake up every hour or every 2 hours. It's just so hard to sleep at night. And I totally can relate, the same thing's happening to me. Some nights I'm totally like out all night without waking up, and some other nights I cannot sleep at all. I see that in my kids too, especially my older kids. So these are all normal things, and I'm curious what's happening to you, what you're experiencing. But from what I hear from my former clients, and what I hear from my friends, friends with abilities who do the same I do, sessions and all that, they're all experiencing pretty much the same, which confirms the fact that we're at the end of what they say Kali Yuga, right? The dark times, and then we're in the beginning of the new times. But before we go, basically transitioned already. It's just the leftovers, like the tail of the comet, of the dark comet that we've been living through all our lives. That's what I feel. I feel like we are going through situations for the last time right now. So I'm curious to hear what you're experiencing. Plus, this wild pains here and there. Like I had a week when my left side was hurting, then it switched to the right side, and then the funny part, I hear it from a lot of people, from their kids, the same thing happening to them when one part of the body hurts half a day and then the pain is gone, and the renewal of the tissues, renewal of the nervous system, everything is being restructured. That's why. And also, whenever you feel pain in one or the other part of the body, that means this part of the body has the negative program, the negative energy that was stored there as a program and needs to be released. And during the release process, when the waves of that frequency bombarding our body and pushing the dark programs out, this part of the body would hurt, for sure. So just that, because of the release process, is that associated with physical pain. So I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to share with you in this video. Write in the comments, please. I'm curious to hear what you're experiencing these days, and see you next time. Thanks for listening. Bye.